I don't know if they had door-to-door salesmen in Jesus' day, and I don't know how successful those salesmen were. But it's quite possible, it seems likely that our disciples who were sent out found a good amount of success. They came back rejoicing. I guess when you cast out demons and heal people, you tend to be pretty popular. In our own day, though, door-to-door sales is not exactly a thriving business model. We tend to be very wary of the fact that a lot of people are vying for our time, attention, and money. It need not be somebody at our front door. It could be an advertisement, a product placement, social media influencer. Door-to-door sales, so to speak, is right in the palm of our hands nowadays. And while it may seem that products are being pitched to us, it seems to me that it has become increasingly the case that what in fact is being pitched to us is a lifestyle. Get this product, you'll become this kind of person. Your life will change in this kind of way. This kind of product will make you the kind of person who lives in this way or that, and living this way or that way is in fact the right way to live, the glamorous way to live, the attractive way to live. I don't know how successful Jesus' disciples would be in our day and age, but I do suspect that they would come up against a great deal of fatigue at people selling them things. And in a sense, I think it's actually deeper than just fatigue at people selling things to us. Because they're selling a way of life to us, I think there's a kind of conversion fatigue, a kind of wariness of having lifestyles pitched over and over again to us. And also, moreover, there's, I think, a distrust that people who are coming to us are coming to sell something to us, are coming to take advantage of us in some way or another. When I was young, a cousin of mine actually, he lived at our house for the summer, and his job, he was a college student, job paid pretty well. His job was to go and pay internet packages, to sell internet packages to people going door to door. He likes talking to people. He's just very gregarious guy, and he was pretty excited about the job, especially because he thought that this internet package was a great deal. A good internet speed at a good price, and he thought this will sell itself. People will be really happy to get this, and it'd be good for me to share this with them. As the summer went on, though, he started to realize, as he talked with more and more people about it and started to read the fine print of the deal and hear about their experiences, he began to realize that what he was selling maybe wasn't the greatest deal, actually. And I remember at least at the time, it seemed like he had some mixed feelings about it. And he kind of was like, I thought I was doing this good thing, and now I'm not so sure. He only had like a week or two left at that point, so he finished up the job and has since become a teacher. He's very good at that. He likes teaching a lot. I think most of us have been on one side of that door or the other. We've had somebody pitch something to us, or perhaps we've gotten excited about something, a fitness regime, a supplement regime, diet, whatever it might be, some kind of big thing that we get excited about and we want to share it with people. In general, our excitement for those things wears off as we realize that, this isn't the panacea, this isn't everything it was cracked up to be. And I think it's quite natural that we see so much distrust in institutions in our society, in our culture. Unfortunately, many people, at least here in our time and place, have a sense that the gospel has been stretched and distorted, packaged in slick packaging to be sold to them. And there's a kind of fatigue. That same fatigue limits them from hearing the gospel anew because they're wary of being sold something that maybe isn't all it's cracked up to be. That's what we are up against as Christians, as people who are called to proclaim the good news of Jesus. This kind of conversion fatigue, and it finds confirmation often in the way that there is internal division in the church, hypocrisy, and so on and so forth. But today's gospel nevertheless applies to us. We are called to be sent out into the world to proclaim the good news. So, how do we go about doing that? Our gospel today gives us some good insights, I think. First and foremost, the disciples were sent out like lambs among wolves. No money, no extra change of clothes, no extra sandals. They were sent out with nothing. And that speaks to a kind of integrity and belief that they had in the providence of Jesus, in Jesus' person, in Jesus' mission, in the kingdom of God that they came to know and experience in their own interactions with Jesus. So integrity and truth, the truth of the gospel, the truth of the person of Jesus. Paul himself, in the letter to the Galatians, speaks about this gospel. Jesus died and suffered, was crucified because he claimed to be the Son of God, and then he rose. Paul wasn't selling something. Paul was preaching something that he came to know from personal experience. God reached into his life, changed his heart, gave him new eyes, gave him a new heart, gave him a new mission. And Paul, and this is not something that sells very well, I would think, Paul suffered with Jesus and invited others to suffer with Jesus too. As we are called to proclaim the gospel of Jesus, our message will be heard to the degree that we welcome Jesus into our own hearts, to the degree that we are converted by Jesus. And similarly, when we go out into the world, our message will be received to the degree that we welcome others into our hearts. When Jesus stretches our heart, he opens up space for others to enter. And as we welcome other people, as they see the kind of lives that we lead as Christians, then they will come to know Jesus. The more that we open ourselves to this and allow ourselves to live and move in Jesus, the more our very lives will proclaim the truth of the gospel. That is, that while death may have the upper hand for the time being, there is a force stronger than death, an enduring love. There is a fundamental goodness in creation and meaning and purpose in our lives that resonates with the depths of creation, that were created by and for love. And that the first glorious rays of the resurrection are beaming brightly through the windows of the souls of those who have been grasped firmly by the gospel. Don't sell the gospel. Love it. Live it. And the rest will take care of itself.